Now, for all my black people who kept on saying that it is wrong for me to think that in my plan to free black people from the tyranny of America by doing a couple of things. One, leave America, go to an African nation that is building, that's doing well, that has good political stability, and there are plenty of them. Go to a Caribbean country that is ran by black people that has stability and that is building, because there are plenty of them. But for those who don't want to leave, which would be the overwhelming majority, my plan is how to establish a black state within America and then continue to grow that state until we have enough of our own land, get our own 40 acres and a mule, and stop begging for it, because reparations they will never pay. You said that I cannot use their tactics against them, that by using their tactics that all I'm doing is propagating their racist system. Well, in critical race theory, we're going to use that as an example. In critical race theory, there's a way that you can use their own laws against them in order to defeat their own premise. You see, in the state of Tennessee, they have said that if you are in a class, a white kid is in a class, and they teach something that involves critical race theory that makes them feel bad about their race or bad about themselves, then that should not be taught. It's against the law in Tennessee to teach that. So this is what I want every parent in Tennessee to do, every black parent in Tennessee to do. When they get ready to teach your children about the American Revolution and Civil War, I want you to go and complain to the school and say that no, you cannot teach this, because teaching the American Revolution, to which it was a revolution to free all men are created equal, but no, it did not mean black people. Black people were still subjugated. It makes my child feel bad. To teach about the Civil War makes my child feel bad. Hell, even to teach about World War II and the fact that black military people were not allowed to fight at first, and then they were allowed to fight, but then they had the most menial jobs, and then they weren't awarded the things they should have been awarded, wasn't given the credit they should have been given. That makes my child feel bad. We fought against the Nazis in order to free the Jewish people out of the internment camps, but yet we still had black people being treated poorly in Tuskegee and other places like that. So that makes me feel bad. Don't teach about any American history, because every part of American history can make a black person feel bad, because nothing about American history was a benefit to black people. You have Native American children. The whole thing of manifested destiny and spreading across the West makes Native American children feel bad simply because you destroyed their culture and destroyed their people. So use their tactics against them. You don't want to teach critical race theory, the real history of America, you're not going to teach any history of America, because white supremacy reigns supreme throughout the history of America. That is how you use their tactics against them. So every parent in Tennessee, complain that your children are feeling bad because of American history. And in that way, you use their tactics against them, and no history will be taught. I can use their tactics against them easily.